And we are back with another episode of Keep Your Hands Up with JC and Jay Rosa, my brother. What is good?
How do you do?
Yeah. And I should say my brothers, because we got, the homie Will in here, as JC's pointing to him.
What's up, guys? Thanks for having me on.
Yes. Thank you for coming on, man. You're the second guest of the show ever. So, big ups to you on that one. We said we were going to have more guests this year, and we were not lying. Give me 1 second, boys. My looks a little fuzzy there. But we were just here clowning Wilbert's backups. Don't worry, Will. I just got the setup. So, JC was rocking the dope setup. I had the white behind the just plain white. I go behind the bed or something like that. I had to buy a nice little desk.
Nice.
Man.
It's nice.
But,
I see the difference,
we trying, man. We trying here, man.
Your boy was looking like he was fucking streaming from the inside, bro. Like he was streaming from fucking Rikers.
You know what it is, man? Well, I didn't think the show was gonna pop off, so I didn't really want to invest anything into it.
God damn, son. Yo, that's terrible.
I was like,
what an
I was good. I think the show was gonna be good, but I was like, you know what, JC, I don't know, man. I don't know if it's good. Yeah. Question.
I can mute you right now, homie.
Yes, we know you control all the ins and outs, man. No, this all jokes aside, this podcast wouldn't be anywhere without JC. So hats off to you, my brother. But yeah, boys, let's jump right into it, man. We're fresh off the first pay-per-view of the year.
Hell fucking
UFC 270, man. And yo, can we just say this, JC? We made Will a UFC fan.
I believe so, yeah.
We take a little bit of credit,
hell yeah. I remember his first fight. I think his first pay-per-view was a Jones fight.
He's here. We don't have that.
Oh yeah, that's right.
I think the first memory I have in UFC has to be what was his name? Lewis, when he said my balls was hot.
Yeah, that was the Conor. Khabib fight.
Khabib. Yeah, that was it.
Oh yeah.
That was Conor Khabib. I remember because it took place in my crib, and I remember we were in St. Mark's for some reason, and I was like, "Yo, Will, if you're not doing anything, bro, there's a pay-per-view tonight. Come through." And yeah. Oh, you brought your brother too, if I remember right.
Yo, what can I say? Like, what year was that? Do you remember?
That was 2018. October 2018.
I have not seen Conor win a fight.
God damn, he brought it up.
Cerrone, he beat Cerrone in 2020, right before COVID.
He didn't see that fight though.
Yeah. Oh, you didn't see it. Yeah, that's right. And Will is infamously known for coming to my house. And big fight, Conor McGregor, Dustin Poirier 2. I had all the fixings.
God damn, all the fixings. I remember that.
You
I didn't go. I didn't show up. I thought I had COVID.
Yeah.
No. Flaky.
I thought I had COVID.
No, it was something about a package that was being delivered that you had to wait and something like that. I don't remember, but that was something else. That was something else. Okay, yeah, it might be something else. You're right. But either way, had all the fixes. Nice spread. When I do it, you gotta do it right. Pizza, chips, soda, beer, Reb, whatever you want. And Will, at least 4 or 5 times throughout the night. Man, I don't know, man. Every time I see Conor fight, he loses. I'm like, the first one, I let it slide. I'm like, all right, Will, he's not really into the UFC. He's probably the only. And then 20 minutes later, we're having an organic conversation. Other friends show up. He's like, man, every time I watch him fight, I'm like, Will, all right, that's 2. But by the 3rd time, I was like, Will, come on, you're killing me right now, man. You're putting a jinx on my boy. And unfortunately, we all know what happens, man. We all know what happens. But let me ask you this, Will, before we jump into the card, and you don't got to go too in depth about it. Just like, obviously me and JC, we talk about it. So, we hang out a lot. But what kind of was like made you like, I don't mind this UFC stuff, man. Let me dabble into it, Not that you pay attention, but you check in for the fights and stuff,
It's funny. Like I feel like just like I'm sure a lot of people did. Like they had the stigma. I'm like, it's too much of a violent sport. So I never thought I was gonna get into it. But I'm not sure. It must have been around that fight. I really enjoyed myself watching the fights. I was really into it, And I thought, from the outside looking in, all you see is blood and a lot of blood on the mat, right? So, but when you actually watch the fight and you appreciate the techniques and different fighting styles, I think that's what really got me into it. Watching those things. And well man, I've seen, and watching what was his name, Derek Lewis, and watching Conor and them. And I think, after that, I think I even had that ESPN Plus when they took it, and I started watching some fights there too, and it was pretty cool, man. I just enjoyed watching it.
Yeah, I think that's a lot of perception that goes on, right? Where it's like everybody thinks it's just like blood sport, Jean-Claude Van Damme type shit. You know what I mean? But there really is an art to it, man. And to your point with Derek Lewis, there's so many like fun characters in the UFC, right? Like we're starting to see a transition, especially with social media, where a lot of these guys their personalities are coming out. So you could really kind of like become a fan of these certain guys. You know what I mean? And the thing I really like over boxing is we see the best fighters fight, right? Like it's not drawn out, and it's okay to lose in MMA. You know what I mean? Like, excuse me, but like when Floyd started this whole thing, man, where it's like everybody wants to protect their zero, everybody wants to protect that undefeated on their record, and it's like, well, MMA. I mean, you see it, right? Freaking who just fought this weekend? Francis, the world champ. He got 3 losses, and he's a megastar. You know what I mean? So it's, and then we saw JC's boy Izzy, right? Undefeated star. He goes up, tries to fight, takes an L. He's still a megastar. You know what I mean? Like nobody really holds it against him. So to me, I think it's just it's a sport that is really growing, man. It's really growing, and there's a space for it, and I'm happy. I'm happy that we're here, man. But I am sad because I did not make the UFC 270 viewing party that my two friends
that's true. I completely forgot about that. I mean, you're gonna hit us with the regular old Rosa. I caught the highlights.
No. I watched it. I watched it live.
Oh, we were
did? Texting. I'm talking about when you went to Will's crib.
Oh, the party you meant. Oh shit, yeah, you're right. Yeah. It's all good, man.
I mean, I don't know if you caught it. Did you catch the main event? I don't know.
I did.
I heard about you.
To a certain too. First of all, this guy right here needs to, bro. This man's
heard about you, JC.
He's been falling asleep in main events since John Jones and Thiago Santos. Like that's how far back. I'm like, bro, you're not gonna make it. And even then, so I told him just this Saturday, I was like, bro, I don't think you're gonna make it. Here's what happened.
But I thought it was 8 o'clock.
That's what I did too. So I drank. Like the main event's gonna start at 8, so I didn't.
The main event. You mean the card? Like the card?
Yeah, the main card.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm bugging. So I'm like, all right, it's gonna happen at 8. It's gonna happen at 8. So I threw back a couple beers. I threw back some Espolón, and I was just like, all right, cool. It's gonna start at 8. 7:50. I look at my phone, and I'm like, wait a second. I see a 10 there. I'm like, whoa. And then
it definitely said 8 for a while though.
It did. So I'm not bugging.
Yeah, no, I said 8 for a while. For a while there was 8, but I think it was just a mistake on like the website. I think it was on Wikipedia. I saw 8.
I saw a couple spots.
Yeah. So you had a few. You had a few tequila shots in you, man.
I fucked up. I didn't pace myself for 10. So when 10 hit, I was like, all right, I'm okay. I should be good. And I was good. Well, I made it past the Figuerido fight, the Moreno fight, which we gotta talk about. But also we gotta talk about that. My man Saeed's not getting fucking credit. I don't give a shit. Like he's not getting, like nobody's talking about the Saeed fight whatsoever.
Can we pump our brakes? Do we need another mountain boy, another Dagestani guy here, man?
All of them, bro.
Oh man, them guys. Is it not enough? They already run almost all the light divisions. You know. We got Islam fighting next week, so I'm pretty sure you'll be breaking out your hat for that.
I got it right in the closet.
So are we gonna post a picture of you falling asleep that Wilbert took? You know what I mean?
So let me tell you about that because I was very enthusiastic about this fight, especially it was the last fight. I think it's the Francis fight, and I'm over here going crazy. I'm like, and I'm asking JC questions and he's not answering, and I'm over here. I'm like, he must be so into the fight, he doesn't want to answer my questions.
Yeah.
Next thing I know, and this is when I knew. This is when I had to look at him. Boy, Francis picked me up and slammed him. I'm like, I'm going crazy, and I'm like, JC's not reacting.
What's going on? Boy, watch a different fight. He's watching a different fight in his head.
Nah, it wasn't. Nah. It's like Francis hit me in the face.
So wait, quick question. So you fell asleep what round? Or you missed the whole fight, or you didn't even wake up?
Nah, I think I'm gonna give him. I'm gonna say he.
I did the first round. I remember. I vaguely remember the first round.
Boy fell asleep when the fighters went to the chairs. Boy, so let me rest my eyes for a minute here.
I think that's what happened.
Quick little count. Yeah. So, all right, what's worse, right? Because earlier in the year, I left Will's crib during the card. I was like, yo, I'm not gonna make it. I'm falling asleep here. I'm tired. What's worse, me leaving early and still watching the main card, like the main event, or JC falling asleep?
I thought I could soldier on though.
Yeah.
Well, honestly, if you were an average person, an average fan, I would let you rock. But the fact that you have a podcast is irresponsible.
Irresponsible, JC. Irresponsible, man.
What?
JC. You're better than this.
No. You know what he's doing? He's deflecting right now. You see how he's starting to talk right now? He's deflecting because he falls asleep all the fucking time.
JC, man, I really, really thought you'd take this serious, man.
See?
First pay-per-view of the year. Like, come on, man.
I got knocked out by Francis Ngannou.
Did you watch the fight though?
Like, of course.
Okay, good.
It's a new year. I think I've seen enough fights to replace anybody.
Ooh. He's gonna mute you. Wait, yeah, I knew it. He's hey, it's good. We got Will there, because he's a fill-in. In a case where anybody gets sick, Will's right there, man. Next man up, ready to go, ready to jump in, man. You might have to fight Shadi for it though, because Shadi's gonna have a lot to say. He's gonna have a lot to say, man. He really enjoyed the podcast. Yeah, he enjoyed it. Yeah,
good pod.
So let's jump into it, boys. Man, Francis Ngannou, man, gets the decision. I don't think any of us saw that coming, right? Those two guys.
Yeah, that was weird.
I definitely would have bet the under. I think the over under they had at 2.5 rounds. I was ready to take the under all day. But I'm interested to get your take on this, JC, and then I want to get into Will. After you saw the fight, those first 2 rounds, man. Well, let me say this: going into it, Francis obviously tore ACL, MCL, and his knee.
and the ACL, which is
MCL,
crazy.
Yeah, crazy, right? 3 weeks out before the fight, but he said he didn't want to
pull out.
Didn't want to pull out the fight. Had the knee bands on, and the commentators did a good job. They were like, "Yo, this is weird. Like, why? Excuse me. Why does he have these knee bands on, right?"
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, all right, cool. And I'm watching, and I'm like, yo, he's not looking good.
He's not looking good on his feet. He looked very strange. Yeah.
I was like, yo, he's not really charging him as I thought he would. He looks a little slow. He seemed to be, he looks stiff, seemed to be loading up on punches, like he was trying to get him out of there. And I was nervous. I was very, very nervous after that second round because I'm like, this is Gon's pace. If the fight stays like this, standing up, this is Gon's pace, and this is the way he can win. And I had Gon winning those 2 rounds. Now, Will brought up obviously the huge slam. And that I think was the momentum changer of the fight, right? 100%. I feel like although Gon got back up and Francis didn't do a lot of damage, I feel like, and I didn't notice his corner saying much to it. I don't know if you guys did. I heard one guy was like, take his ass down, but that was more towards round 5. I think Francis kind of, and this speaks to Francis's fight IQ, he kind of realized, I'm not going to get this guy out of here tonight.
Yeah.
It's not going to be a knockout fight. I'm going to have to make this a wrestling match. And we saw somebody who's been there before, right? Like Francis has lost championship fights. He's won championship fights, and you saw the experience. So interesting. I want to see you guys. What did you think of Francis kind of changing up the fight plan, kind of just impromptu on the spot, and him kind of really taking control of that fight via, the ground game and takedowns?
Well, to what, I don't remember where I read this, even though it's been 2 days. It might have been on Twitter. But Francis said after that momentum shift, that he looked across the octagon. He looked at Cyril and he was like,
he's uncomfortable, right?
No, not just that. He was like, I looked at him and I saw myself when I fought Stipe. I was like, ooh. And then he said, that's when I knew I won.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't, I think it was after round 3.
Well, yeah, that's the round, right? Where he took him down, and Gon's never been taken down ever. And to your point, JC, it kind of goes into the inexperience, right? Where to Cyril Gon's credit, the guy's only had 10 fights. You know what I mean?
He's been fighting since 2018, dude.
Yeah.
He hasn't been doing this long.
Exactly. So to see that and to be in a position where you've never been before, I'm talking about slammed, manhandled, grabbed. And, Francis was probably like 270 pounds that night, just leaning on, weighing on you.
Fucking grabbing that and just like
Right, yeah. So that slam, Will, that kind of woke you up a little bit. Not that you were asleep, but you like, we gotta fight.
A lot of energy, you know. I felt that because it's like, yo, I was asking JC, I'm like, how heavy are these? How much of these dudes weigh? Yo, all you see is like pure mass and muscle, you know, on these both of them, you know. So I'm just thinking about how even like Gon looks like a big dude, but even like, yo, have somebody like Francis on you, wrestling you, holding you down, and you're just trying to get up. I'm like, yo, that's a lot of energy you're exuding right there.
Yeah, man, you can't, man. I always say it, right? I never forget. I was talking to Keenan one time and was talking about. I was like, yeah, man, when I move out and get the crib, I was like, I gotta get a gun. You know what I mean? Like when I want to go buy a house, you know, chilling. And he's like, yeah, man, you gotta get one. And I'm like, yeah, bro, because 2 or 3 of yous come in the crib. What are you gonna do? I said they made guns to fight dudes like you. And Keenan's about 6'1", 250. But now you talk about Francis Ngannou, 6'4", 270.
That shit is fucking terrifying.
That guy comes in the house and it's like, yo, take what you want. You know what I mean? Like just I'm not even gonna try to fight you. So Francis is a huge man. I mean, there's no way around. He's just a monster.
Yeah.
He's built like a monster, man. So he gets the slam round. He gets the big slam round 3. Then round 4, he goes for the double leg off the cage. And it's crazy because you hear DC talking about it. And he's like, yo, he just got like a double leg and pull him. And
wait, that's 4, illegal.
Yeah, nah. But round 4, Francis doesn't do a lot of damage, right? So I got it going 2-2. Although Francis won, going into round 5, right? And then we see something really interesting, right? Gon takes Francis down. Round 5, early round 5, Cyril Gon takes him down, and I'm like, oh shit, this is not where Francis wants to be, right? And I want to get your guys' point on this, right? What do you guys think about Cyril Gon? Because it looked like he was trying to go for a leg lock, right? And he had him for a second there. He was trying to get the submission. Yeah. And I think he was a little overzealous, right? I think he rushed it. I think he felt the pressure. And did that come across to you guys as well? Like seeing him on there? Because Francis got out not quickly, but had Cyril slowed the pace down, I felt like he might have been able to either one, maybe get a better hold of the lock, or 2, kind of just, weigh on him and look for an opening. Because once he got on top of him, he started like looking for these submissions, and I felt like he rushed it a little bit.
Well, he's trying to compensate for a lot of shit that he didn't anticipate prior in the last 2
question.
rounds.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, what's up?
Do you think that that's about right now? Do you think that he thought he was maybe behind on the card?
Yes, 100%.
Because I had it 2-2.
Yeah.
So do you think maybe he thought it was 1-3, and he's like, yo, I got to get him out of here to win?
Yeah, 100%. 100%. That's how you would think anyways if you were in that position where you were like, oh shit, I thought I'd be dominating at this point, but apparently I'm not. So let me do risky fucking shit. Look good in front of the judges, and see if we could pull this off through a decision. That's
I would say like when you're fighting a champ for a belt, like you gotta convincingly beat the champ,
Yep,
so I was a little nervous with Francis. I thought he had him. Another thing that I noticed is I think it was in the beginning of the fight when they mentioned the knee brace thing, they did say, why is Gon not kicking him? So I thought that was pretty interesting. I felt like there was opportunity there, he probably, I guess it was public news that he had these sprains, and I thought it was a respect thing. I thought he was trying to beat him without going for his weakness.
Yeah, I don't know why he didn't go for the kicks more either. Kind of, I'm not too sure. Maybe it wasn't in the game plan. But I mean, at a certain point during the fight, if you see the opportunity, you kind of gotta, I don't want to say throw the game plan away, but you gotta, because what's the famous Mike Tyson thing? Everybody got to plan until you get punched in the face, right? And going, I said this just a couple minutes ago, but going back to Francis's credit, he saw that and was like, I bet this is the way I'm gonna win, man. And credit to Francis, we find out dude got fucking fighting with a torn MCL, ACL. It's like, dude's a beast, man. I mean, there's no way around it, bro. There's no way around it. You got to give credit where credit's due. Francis is the man. Francis is the man. Interesting, right, guys? So this is the second I saw, once the judges' cards came in, right? It was really dope to see Francis and Cyril kind of have that moment together. because I don't think there was any anger between them. It was more the camps and the UFC kind of leaking like training footage and stuff like that. How do you, Will, this is a question more towards you, Will. How do you feel when like, and we saw it with Kobe and Usman, right? Where two guys, you know, they kind of have a little beef coming in, they fight, and then they kind of, you know, give each other love at the end of the fight, man. Like it's all good.
I think that's really dope. And you know what? I don't mean to change the fight, but I felt it more with that fight between Moreno and
Figuerido.
Yeah, because I felt like there was real bad blood there.
Yeah.
Because I mean, you know, before they showed the fights, they showed Moreno talking a little trash. But it was really cool to see them still be like, all right, you know, we brawled it out. It was a really good fight, and it seemed like they were like kind of like taunting each other mid-fight too.
Yeah.
And even with the disappointing, you know, or I thought the disappointing result, Moreno was still like, you know what, I'm gonna still watch the tape.
Yeah.
And, you know, congrats to him. You know, like everybody.
Moreno's a nice guy, man.
Yeah. It seems like, and that's another thing about the MMA, you know, because like there's a lot of respect. Like I could really appreciate the respect between everybody, because they're disciplined fighters, you know.
Yeah.
Well, it's weird though. Like just using Moreno and Figuerido as an example. I remember when Moreno won the belt, Davison, at first he was, you know, he wasn't really happy with it, but I guess he was happy with it on camera. Like, you know, he hugged them and shit and said, yeah, you're the champion. But you remember exactly what happened, like a week after?
He was talking shit. He was
talking mad shit. Like, oh, nah, blah, blah. And I was like, that's why I don't like that, dude. I just don't.
Yeah. I want to get into, I just want to get one last point, 2 points, and then we'll go on to Davis Figueredo, because we have a lot to unpack here today, boys. 100%. A lot to unpack. So the second I knew Francis won, before the judges' cards came out, was when I did not see Dana White in the ring with the belt. I saw his man's, I forgot his name. He's like another higher up in the UFC. He had the belt, and I was like, oh, he's the president. Yeah. I was like, oh, Francis won. Because we all know this is Francis's last fight on his contract. And he said he's going to sit out for the year. And as long as he sits out for the year, I think in December, end of the year, December, he becomes a free agent. And we all know the rumors. He's going to fight Tyson Fury, going to make life-changing money. What do you guys think about Dana White, you know, kind of not being there? And also, Dana White didn't even give a press conference after, which is weird. Was that a bitch move by Dana?
Bitch! I'm trying to do the pew from fucking Chappelle show.
Yeah.
Bitch! What a fucking herb. Yeah. When's the last time you heard of somebody calling somebody else a fucking herb? That dude is a herb, son.
Yeah.
Like, wow, corny. Like, that shit is disgustingly wild. Like, it's like, I told you I didn't like it. Like, get the fuck out of here, dude.
Yeah, that was trash.
That shit was wild.
That's supposed to be like the face of the UFC, you know? Like, so,
the baddest man on the planet.
You know, like,
the most dangerous man on the planet.
No, he means Dana. Like, Dana's supposed to be.
Yeah. Like, you're supposed to, like, carry yourself and represent the company. So I think that's this is a weak move, man. You know, like, and the man's just trying to do what's best for him. He's just trying to get paid, you know. So he should know. Dana should know all about that. He's collecting these checks, you know?
Dana's a very emotional businessman. It's just like Donald Trump, and then they're best fucking homies. They make like crazy decisions based on pure emotion, and if you don't do what he wants, he'll fucking throw a tantrum
and make your life hard
and make your life shit.
Yeah, he'll make your life
fucking terrible. And then you know what upsets me the most, and I think I've mentioned this once on the podcast. It's like you look at fighters, especially the ones that are up and coming, and like, hey, I want to be a superstar, I want to be a megastar, and all that bullshit. And I'm like, do you really want to do this in the UFC? But then again, what's the alternative?
Well, that's the only platform. No, that's the only platform.
And it's like, fuck, like,
I mean, we've said it before, right? To all of Dana's, you got to give Dana the most credit, right? Because without him, there's no UFC, there's no MMA.
Well, there's no this show.
There's no this show. He built this sport, right, from the ground up. You got to give him credit where his credit's due. But now he's become so successful, and it's one of those things where it's like he doesn't really care. He's not trying to play ball anybody. This is what you get, and that's it. Take it or leave it. And that's why I was really rooting for Francis. We spoke about this last episode. This is a FU to the man, right? Like, he's like, yo, look, you put me in here to fight Ciryl Gane. You gave up an interim belt. Ciryl Gane should have never been the interim champ.
That's true.
You know, just because Francis said he couldn't fight in August, he's like, yo, let's push it back to like September, October. Dana was like, to hell with this. We doing a interim belt, Cyril Gane versus Derek Lewis for the interim heavyweight belt, right? So you already dimmed dirty there, and now he's, you know, he wants to do business with you guys, but you don't want to play ball. So at this point, it's like, yo, Dana, like, we see this, like the fans see it, and he's gonna get shit. And to Jake Paul's credit, man, this is why I fuck with Jake Paul, because he calls Dana out for his shit when other fighters of that company don't. You're not paying these guys enough. You're not respecting. Yeah, they can't. That's the thing. They can't. Well, they're scared. You know what I mean? Because like, what are you gonna do? You know, you sign a 6-fight contract, and you're pretty much at the mercy of these guys, man. It's kind of weak, man. It's kind of weak.
Not only that, now you got to shell out that same money to everybody else who's performing. Oh, and also Dana White's all of a sudden best fucking buddies with Jake Paul, by the way.
Oh yeah? What they doing?
Oh, because Jake Paul was like, hey man, I will, if you want, I'll drop down to 170 and we could get this shit rocking.
Him and who?
Him and whoever. He hasn't really called it. Yeah.
Interesting. It's interesting. And I think what Dana sees is like, and this he sees money, but this is what really, for all the shit that these fighters talk about Jake Paul, he's showing you not the outline, the route, whatever. He's showing you the outline, the route of how to get paid, right? Build yourself a platform, right? Build yourself a following that wants to see you, and then do your own shit.
That's true.
You know what I mean? Like, yo, he has a core of 2-3 million kids that are gonna do whatever he wants to do. Jake Paul could go play chess and get 500,000 people to watch.
I'll watch that shit. I mean? Why the fuck not? That shit sounds interesting.
You know, so that's the thing. So a lot of these fighters starting to see it. We see Nate Diaz. Why Nate Diaz wants to get out of his contract so badly is because Nate Diaz, the most popular guy in the UFC, after Conor, probably, right? And dude, he can go box and make a shit ton of money, and people are gonna see it.
Well, so, the thing is that Jake Paul is such a 1 in a million thing, though. That's you have to put that into consideration.
But you don't need it to be 1 in a million, though. You look at Sugar Sean, right?
Yeah, but Sugar Sean ain't making fucking Jake Paul numbers.
But that's because he can't. If Sugar Sean got out of his contract tomorrow and said, "I'm gonna go box somebody pay-per-view," Sugar Sean got 3 million followers. So it's like they're gonna pay. Sugar Sean makes a shit ton of money off of Twitch.
No, there's a difference. There is the inline difference between Jake Paul and Sugar Sean. The one thing, and I will say maybe 65% of the core audience that tunes in to watch a Jake Paul fight wants to see him lose. So there's the thing. See, Sugar Sean doesn't have, I feel like Jake Paul's following is more based on hate and they want to see him lose. Whereas someone like Sugar Sean, people tune in to watch his Twitch. I've seen it. I've seen him stream Call of Duty once or twice. I've seen Megan Anderson stream.
I bet you have. I bet you have.
Hey man, yo, she pretty.
I bet you have. I bet you have.
Yo, if Valentina Shevchenko had a fucking Twitch, bro.
Boy would be that. Boy said, "Yo, I watch you sleep."
Come on, man.
Yo, there's people out there that who put in the chat? There was a dude with like 5,000 views and people watching him just sleeping.
Yeah.
That's what we can do for you for next pay-per-view. We get that Twitch up and yo, come on.
Hey man, fuck.
I'm gonna have JC log in just in case.
Just go sleep real quick, yo. But yeah, man, we'll see how that goes. And then the last thing I want to talk about,
money
about the Francis Ngannou fight is, did you guys see one John Jones tweet? He was like, I'll fuck both of them up.
Yo, Michael Bisping said it best. He said, fucking stop tweeting and start fucking fighting.
We might see it.
Well,
I think we're gonna get John Jones versus Gane or John Jones versus Stipe for the interim heavyweight belt.
Makes a whole lot of sense.
Because that's it. Francis is gonna go make $30 million to go fight Tyson Fury, and God bless him, man.
One fight.
God bless him.
One fight. Man. And then he go back. He can go back to Cameroon and then just be like, I left here homeless.
Yeah.
Now I got 30 million.
Yeah, he did.
And that's just one fight.
That's the thing, is life-changing money, brother. Life-changing money.
Yeah. I mean, a mill is life.
$1 million. Yeah.
That's good with the team, probably, you know?
It depends. Yeah, it depends. $1 million, I think for us right now, $1 million probably. I don't think a million would change. No. I mean,
a million would change. A million would change. Will, if you had, if someone, if would your life change been given $1 million?
I have a house.
Yeah, I think for me, the only thing would be I would probably spend like, 300, 400, 500 on a crib, and the rest try and save, invest. So yeah, it would.
Yeah, invest.
It wouldn't. Yeah, it probably wouldn't change my day to day as much. I'd probably, I'd still work, but it would definitely change and speed up the things I want to accomplish. So I'd have to give you that.
So yeah, in a sense, it's not as much, and that's just.
But for a guy like Francis, who has, remember, he has to pay his team, right? Camp. He has to pay his manager. He has to pay his agent. He has to pay taxes. So $1 million cash to go in there and fight Ciryl Gane, after taxes, after fee percentages, he's probably getting 450,000.
Wow.
It's
from
like
30 million.
No, from 1 million.
Oh, from 1 million. Okay, yeah,
1 million. 1 million. Yeah. So it's like,
it sucks because he only got 600,000.
That taken off. Yeah. So
no,
it's
I'm saying he made 600,000.
Oh, he makes 600,000. Yeah. On this base salary. Yeah. I mean, he probably gets a percentage of the pay-per-views. I don't know how much, because this was his first title defense. So I know you get more percentage points the more title defenses you have. So it's going to be interesting to see what the final numbers are, man. But shout out to Francis, man. I hope go get your money, brother. Get your money and get out the game, right? So Will alluded to this a little earlier, right? Moreno Figuerito. This was another fight that we both wanted to see. The trilogy. Obviously, everybody knows first fight was a tie, draw. Second fight, Moreno gets the choke. Figueredo talks a little shit, saying he wasn't ready, or so this is giving excuses. Moreno, to me, is probably potentially, because of his energy, because of the Mexican fan base, he can be one of the biggest stars in the UFC.
Yeah, 100%.
Right. What did you guys think about the fight? It was very, very close. Came to a decision. I know how I judged it. How did you guys judge it?
Ugh,
did you have Figueredo winning?
I think I had it 2-2 in the fifth.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
I think I had it 2-2 in the fifth.
Mm-hmm.
I felt like, Moreno was moving a lot smooth, like not a lot smoother, but like.
Did you guys like when he was going like this?
Yeah, I don't know what
his
that
hands
was.
Up? Yeah.
It's like high school wrestling.
He's going.
Yeah, he's going. Or the shrug.
What was saying? I feel like the shrug too, but he shrugged back at him. He's like, "Hey." It was a fun fight, but honestly, man. Yeah. That's another fight that had me nervous, because at the end, like, let's say.
You were going for Moreno, Will, or you were going?
I was going for Moreno. Mm-hmm. So I'm like, I think in the third, fourth, fifth rounds, I felt like Figueredo was getting to him. He got some really good hits. He knocked him down a few times. But I still had Moreno. And like I said earlier, like, because he's the champ, like it should be convincingly a defeat if you want to win the chip. And I felt like they kind of wanted another fight, so they gave it to Figueredo. That's how I felt.
Yeah. I don't know. To me, it's weird, right? Because it depends how you judge it, right? So, like, I had Moreno winning that entire third round, and then in the last 20 seconds, you said it, right? Moreno got knocked down, but he shuffled back up, right? And then Figueredo went for like a choke of some sorts, and Moreno got out, and then they were both standing up at the end, right? So I feel like a lot of the judges kind of gave that round to Figueredo, and for me, it's kind of tough, because if a guy is dominating 4 minutes of a round, then a guy gets a shot, but he gets right back up. It's difficult, right? It's difficult to kind of call it, because I know some judges be like, well, if the round was longer, who knows what happened? Yeah, but it's not. Right?
Yeah, but it wasn't.
It's not. So
that's why I said it was robbed. I was
gonna say that too. Like, if the fight was longer, I feel like Figueredo could have got to him if he would have kept knocking him down. Because those hits, and I felt like if he would have jumped, I don't remember if he jumped on him or not, but I feel like if he would have jumped on him after he knocked him down before he got up, he could have probably stole that earlier.
Yeah. For me, one thing that was telling was so for the longest time, Figueredo was I don't know, the intimidator, right? He was the scariest guy in the 125-pound division, who has crazy power.
Yeah, because he was fucking gigantic.
Yeah. He's still big for 125. But the thing that was very telling for me, man, was Moreno looked like he had a little more power than him.
Did he?
To me, I don't know. To me, it looked like Moreno's shots were a little bit harder, but also Moreno didn't look. He was taking his shots, man. And I mean, shout out to him. That's the Mexican. Yeah. That's the Mexican in him, man. You know, these Mexican fighters, they don't go down, man.
They don't. They're fucking impossible. And that's a scary thought.
Yeah.
That's a scary thought. Not because now I'm not saying that now the UFC has been put on in Mexico, but now that you had a champ at least, motherfuckers gonna start coming out the woodwork. And if you think Dagestani motherfuckers are scary, motherfucking Mexican fighters that you can't they just keep coming and they just keep taking hits, and you're like, the fuck, what I gotta do to get you the fuck out? That's
what was like that guy that fought Sugar Sean,
Chris
Munoz.
Oh yeah, that was a good fight. Yeah,
he's a zombie. He's a
Mexican,
fucking
right?
zombie. I think so.
With the green hair.
Yeah. I think he's Mexican. Bro, they don't go down, bro. They just keep coming, man.
They just keep moving forward.
I know, but you know what? Moreno also said at the end of the fight, he was like, yo, he said, he mentioned something like, all right, he did hit me a little harder, but I feel like I got more hits in, which is fair too.
I think he did, bro. I think there's arguments to be made that Moreno won, and I don't know, man. It was just it was weird. It was weird, bro. I feel like he won. And you know, shout out to Figuerido, gave him his love. It's easy to kind of give another fighter love when you win, right? You know, he not like the last time. But what do you guys think, man? Do you think they run it back and Figuerido say, "Yo, let's do fight 4 in Mexico"? It's popping.
I think it's popping. I think it's happening.
I'm with that.
Sign me up. I'm all for it, brother. I'm all for it. I think that's the only route you go, right? Because they're both 2-2. I mean 1-1. And the first fight was a draw. So why not run back to the fourth one? That's it. Winner takes all. Last one.
Yeah, because that would technically be a trilogy.
Yeah.
Ish. In the facet where it's who wins what? Two best 2 out of 3 or
And I think you can sell it, bro. I think you can sell it in Mexico. You pack up the arena, man, 90,000 people, you know, and you make it the main event. Fuck that co-main event shit, bro. This is a main event. I know Dana doesn't like to have the 125 pounders as the main event, but this is your main event, bro.
In Mexico.
Yo, so you bring out let Canelo sit, you know, courtside right there, King Cage side. Ooh. You know what I mean? Let my man Canelo be out there, bro. I love it, man. I think this is the fight to make. I hope they do it. What do you think about Figuerido? He took a lot of advantage with those kicks, man. Those calf kicks. Working with Henry Cejudo,
I mean, it worked to his behalf, though.
Yeah,
I'll say that.
Yeah. So is it only Conor who can't take calf kicks? Because I mean, Moreno was just he was eating them. He was just like, all right, just keep going forward. Keep going forward.
Just keep checking them.
He wasn't even checking them a lot of the time. He was just kind of like, yo, all right, this is what you want. This is what we're gonna do. Interesting, man. Very, very interesting. And now, so I'm not gonna lie to you guys. Really didn't watch. I watched the Saeed fight, but other than that, didn't watch the other fights. Let's give the floor to your Dagestani bro.
I'll say Saeed by submission. I'm just saying straight up, yo, Eastern Europeans, yo, shot holla. Old Saeed and Big Tay back over.
Is he? I've read somebody was saying that he is Khabib's cousin. I thought he wasn't.
We looked it up. There was no affiliation.
There was no affiliation, but I saw somebody on during the fight was like Khabib's cousin. Or maybe I'm tripping.
But yeah, people say some wild shit.
Yeah, maybe I'm tripping.
I mean, that name is very synonymous.
They're not Nurmagomedov, right?
But I don't see any connection between him and Khabib. Yeah, I don't think so. They just got,
just the last name, right?
Yeah,
man. It's scary, bro. These Dagestanis, they scare me, guys. I'm not gonna lie to you, man.
They're supposed to. They're not.
If anybody ever says they're from Dagestan, I want no.
I want no smoke.
No smoke,
that
brother.
Dude, Saeed was firing them punches off, man. No. Yo, the highlights before the fights, man. They just he just punch after punch, yo, right. You know, like he was just firing them off, and then like, man, he worked the dude quick. You know, dude had no chance.
This is trash. I'm looking up. My bad, guys. Cut you off. We just talking about Figuerido, and somebody asked him, on whether he'll fight Brandon Moreno for the 4th time, and Figuerido said if he behaves well.
Ah, don't be one of those fucking champs, man. I will say though, this if Kobe ever becomes the champ, he's definitely gonna do that to everybody.
Oh, but that's Kobe's MO though. You know,
yeah,
I mean?
for sure.
Yeah, Kobe is straight out of Ric Flair, WWE. When Ric Flair, it would be famous for like being the champ and be like, nah, you can't fight me.
You're not worthy.
You're not worthy to fight me. I'm not gonna break a sweat
limousine
for you.
riding, profiling.
Ooh, oh man, don't get me started, man. You know what it is, man? I gotta change the pictures, man. I need a Ric Flair picture.
I'm surprised you don't have Ric Flair back there.
You know what it is, man? I said I'm gonna do a favorite movie. I'm gonna do one of my favorite UFC moments when Anderson Silva knocks out Vitor Belfort with the kick, and one of my favorite wrestling moments, right? So I mean, come on, you got Shawn Michaels first ever ladder match, jumping off the ladder, Razor Ramon, WrestleMania 10.
But you don't want the cocaine laden Ric Flair doing the interview.
Hey, cocaine, man. Nah, I don't know about that, man. Yeah, he was probably taking some bumps down.
Excuse me, Ric Flair.
My boy Ric Flair definitely messed with a little booger candy, man.
This motherfucker's eyes were like,
yeah.
Woo! Like that, you don't just make that shit up. Can you imagine?
I think that's where the woo was created.
Exactly. Of course it is. That's what I'm saying. Can you imagine just a regular man, just like you would cook it, you in the kitchen making waffles and shit, and just woo! Like you turn around and like, yo,
what's good?
Are you okay? What's going on?
What's wrong with you now?
It's like, oh man, it's the syrup.
You can't tell me that's not how it was created. Real talk, my man. Ric Flair, man. I gotta change something, man. I might have to put Ric Flair back here and retire the Shawn Michaels for a little bit. Just for a little while, man. And who, Triple H, you said?
Nature Boy.
Oh, Nature Boy, yeah, of course. The Nature Boy. Woo! Yo, JC, can we talk about
a wrestling poster?
You should. You don't want a wrestling poster?
No, I don't think so. No.
Yeah, you don't really like wrestling.
Excuse me?
Yo, speaking of wrestling, Will, is Luke still into it, man?
Oh man, the last fight that he saw was probably that Bad Bunny fight. He was just in awe to see Bad Bunny.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Yeah. That's cool.
Yeah, I'm excited, man. This weekend is Royal Rumble, so that I'm always ready for that. Yeah, this weekend's Royal Rumble, so I'm always ready for that one, man. JC, can we just talk about one thing, man? Because friend of ours, coming at you, man, for the hats, the Scullies, saying you wearing do-rags, bro. Can we just, can we clear it up? This is not a do-rag?
That person does not deserve my undivided attention whatsoever. Get the fuck out of
here. Justin. Came out, my boy saying my man was wearing a do-rag. Come on, man. You're better than that.
Boy from Harlem.
That's true. It's very true. JC was in Harlem Nights. I never see Harlem Nights, man.
What? Really?
Never seen Harlem. Not fully, not like from beginning to end. I've caught like scenes on TV and stuff, but never fully.
Never the full movie.
Is it good?
No. Yeah, it's great. It's classic. I'll say this. Now that we brought this up, while we were watching the fights, we were watching the Packers and the Niners.
Okay.
And then they had played a song in it. You remember because we talked about this before. The song when in Goodfellas where they start killing off everybody in the Lufthansa.
Oh yeah.
And I was like, the day before, I was like, yo, I don't think I've watched Goodfellas in like over like 9 months, and I was like, damn, man, I want to watch that movie. I said that the day before. Then as we were watching the game, they played that shit, and I was like, fuck, this is a sign. I need to watch it. And I was like, and I turned to Will, and I was like, yo, Will, have you watched Goodfellas or not?
He said no.
Nah, he said yes. I'm proud of him. I'm proud of him because it's taken him. I think he watched it for the first time like a year, 2 years ago.
Oh yeah.
I want to say pre-pandemic. It was pre-pandemic. It could be anywhere from 3 to 30 years ago.
There you go. All right. Fair enough.
And then we started talking. We got into Tarantino, and we were like, "Yo, all right, all the movies that Tarantino made and all that shit." And
would you compare them with Scorsese?
No.
Oh,
no, I wouldn't do that. But the thing is that, dag man, when's the last time you had a Tarantino marathon?
Never.
Never.
Oh, like I said, man, I took a chunk during the pandemic to watch a bunch of Tarantino. I had a really good time, man. Hateful Eight.
Yeah.
Freaking, what else I saw, man?
Hateful Eight I watched for the first time during the pandemic. That was a good one.
I enjoyed it.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Like the Kill Bills, you know.
Yeah. Yep. Kill Bills. I think the only Tarantino movie I haven't seen was Jackie Brown.
That's what he said. That's wild.
Yeah,
why haven't y'all? That's Pam Grier.
It was hard to find. I couldn't find it.
Yeah,
that was the only one I couldn't find.
Amazon, bro. You just rent it for like $3.
No, I didn't want to pay.
Yeah, $3.
I have all these streaming services, bro. You think I want to pay? Like,
pay extra.
I leverage my streaming services.
$3. Okay. All right, cool. That's cool.
I feel you. Because sometimes I'll be like on that same wave. I'll be like, free cash. I'm not trying. I'll watch. I'll find something else to watch.
I had the Kill Bill on Blu-ray. So I had Django on Blu-ray. You know, I used to buy them from freaking Best Buy. Y'all had the sales, you know? Yeah.
Yo, let me ask you this. How do you think like all the people who feel like, you know, like when they use, because remember there was like a run where people would just buy DVDs, they would like buy Blu-rays and like have all these movies. Now it's like, fam, you kind of waste all that bread because everything is on these streaming. You know what I mean? It's like, yo, what do you do? Do you have a lot of Blu-rays, JC?
No, I don't have zero.
Yeah, right. So, but there was a time. There was a time, bro, where people would just copy all these Blu-rays. It's like, damn. That was you. Nah. You was one of those guys.
Well, no, there's no.
I had Blu-rays still in the casing, and I gave it away. I'm like, you know what?
You get bonus features though. That's it. Like you get. I mean, for a guy like me, I fucking dig that shit. I love
the director's cut and shit.
Well, no, if I'm buying a director's cut movie, I'm not only getting that, but I'm also getting commentary behind the scenes.
Yeah. That's what I meant. Yeah, that's what I meant.
Like, there's shit that you get. For paying for a Blu-ray, but for me, it's archaic. It is.
Yeah, archaic. Wow.
It's very old school.
JC, when was the last time you watched the whole movie but with the commentary?
Blade Runner. And that was like, I mean, but I've seen it.
Never saw that movie either. The new one, right? With Ryan Gosling?
No, not 2049. No, Blade Runner. Ridley Scott.
The first one? Oh, that one.
Yeah, Harrison Ford. Come on, son.
Yeah.
Literally there. That's my posters.
I've never seen that one either.
Well, that's where the cyberpunk in me comes from.
Can't even see the poster.
Yeah, can't even see it.
Yeah, I'm not moving the camera.
Yeah, but I think I watched bits and pieces of it. Never the whole thing. Man.
That's where the whole cyberpunk thing for me comes from, bro.
Okay. All right. I'm not mad at it, man. I'm not mad at it. Yo, you guys start Ozark yet?
Yes, I did. I watched the first episode right before we started this.
No.
Oh, you saw the first episode?
I'm on season 1.
Wow.
Shut up. Are you for real?
I'm so serious. I was watching. I was into it, and then like I guess when it first came out, was it weekly?
It's not. It was the whole thing. No, it was slow though. I can't front. I was on that wave. You got to get past like midway season 1.
Yeah.
And then it picks up. You're gonna like it.
It's just like it just fell off. I just forgot about it probably. You know?
Nah, I was like that. I didn't start watching again until season 2 dropped, and I was like, I gotta fuck with it, bro. I'm on the last episode, man.
What? When did it drop? I just found out
Friday.
God.
Red.
Yo, that's why we didn't hear from you all weekend, bro. I was like, where's
God damn.
Yeah. Me and my girl, we ran through those, man. That's one.
I found out about it today.
Yeah, it's only 7 episodes though.
Yeah, part one. Yo,
part 1. So we're on episode 7, and yo, even the first episode.
I fucking hate a certain character. I'm not even gonna.
Jonah.
Yes. I didn't want to say it.
He's a jerk. He's a jerk.
I fucking hate. I never thought I would. It's weird though because I have, they write characters to be hated, like Cersei in Game of Thrones. But Cersei, I love Cersei because
I know, but you love to hate her though. You love to hate Cersei.
I love to hate her so much that I ended up falling. Like I was like, yeah, she's the best.
No, man, the only person I hated was
Joffrey.
Littlefinger. That's the only one.
Oh, Littlefinger. No, Ramsay. You didn't hate Ramsay?
Forgot about.
Oh, I guess Ramsay.
Yeah.
I guess. Damn, I gotta think. Nah, I think I still hate it, but damn, it was a pretty satisfying death.
Yeah.
Oh, that was a great.
That death was more satisfying than
Joffrey. Well, yeah.
You know the nickname for me in fantasy is, right, JC?
Littlefinger.
Yeah.
Yeah, you told me that years ago.
I'm pulling the strings.
Fuck with Rosa in any league. Fuck that guy.
In fantasy, right? No fantasy.
We good in real life.
Yeah. Fantasy's different. No love lost, man. No love lost. But yeah, it's a dope season, man. You guys should definitely.
Yeah, I'm gonna finish it. I started Article 81 because I needed something to watch, and I was like, this shit is pure garbage. Yeah. But yeah, now that I know Ozark is gone, I got something to do while I'm not doing all of this.
Yo, one more thing, guys. I'm not gonna lie. Batman. Two things actually I gotta talk to you guys, and then we'll get back into the UFC news. The Batman length time came out. It's just 3 hours long.
Let's fucking go.
3 hours even?
255.
Okay, I mean, that's not. I feel like that's a lot of movies, and I feel like that DC they've been trying to match Marvel for a while.
Yeah, you know, like, is that a good thing or a bad thing?
Well, I 100%.
Keep me at the same for 3 hours. You know,
I think it's a great thing.
Heath Ledger Batman was 2 hours and a half. No,
2 hours and 43.
There you go.
That's crazy that you know that off the top of your head.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm gonna be watching that in theaters. That might be a stay at home for me.
That's not ever gonna. It's not. I mean, it'll eventually come, but it's not gonna be one of those.
It'll probably be ready in 2 weeks, 3 weeks, maybe. No, a month.
No, you just got Eternals like last week.
Yeah, but I think sometimes Amazon Prime and these things they get it earlier, and you could pay like $30 cash to watch it.
Yeah.
You're not.
You know, it's different because it's Disney. Disney has set dates, so give it to you.
Yeah.
Exactly. So I'm not sure what the standard is, but I believe Rosa. You know what? It might even drop on demand type thing. You know.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. Sometimes they do that where they just drop it on demand.
I've seen that.
Like 2 weeks after. I don't know, man. 3 hours is just a long time.
I'm telling you straight up. Yeah. HBO Max is not going to show that movie on demand for at least after 3-4 months.
No way.
You want to bet?
Actual cable.
Yeah, let's bet. Let's
you want to bet? I'm gonna.
You're gonna say 4 months or 3 months? What do you want to say? Do you have inside
information? Like I said, after 3 months. So I'll say like beginning of summer.
When's it drop? Early March?
Yeah, more like March 15th.
So you think it won't be out until? So until summer, until June 21st.
I'd say it's May, June. If that. No, I'm not picking one. One of those two.
Let's do Flag Day. Middle of May and June is Flag Day, right?
What's Flag Day?
How dare you? You're a communist, bro. You're just a straight up communist.
So American.
Yeah, you've Karl Marx over here, yo. You don't know what Flag Day is, man? It's a holiday, bro, where you respect the flag, man. I can't, you just get me so mad. You commie bastard.
I will not respect the next time JC says America, fuck yeah.
Can't respect.
I've never said this.
All right. So look at you, Russia. You probably can't wait for Putin to invade Ukraine. You probably just wait.
Americans are very safe in Kiev.
I swear, JC's a sleeper cell, man. They ain't playing him, man. We gearing up for another. We gearing up for another Cold War, man. You're an implant, man. You're that's it. They got you.
Hey, man.
All right, Flag Day is June 14th. Do you think it'll be before then or after?
If it comes, I have to preface this. If it comes afterwards.
What do you mean? That doesn't make what I'm confused. What are you trying to say?
June 13th.
He's taking over. He took over.
So you think it'll go past June 14th?
So. I just don't
wait, time out. You don't think it's ever gonna be on demand?
I don't know if it is. I really absolutely
Give this man a gill.
Are you crazy? In the world of streaming, you don't think that you don't think that
why? How would that benefit Warner Brothers? Like, how would that benefit Warner Brothers if they've showcased this movie March 25th. Mm-hmm. They're doing their best to slowly try to get people back in the theaters, and all of a sudden, if they give them some sort of incentive to just wait the movie,
because what if not a lot of people show up?
I mean, yeah, but then to all of a sudden overhaul everything and then just to give in. I just don't feel like. I feel like Warner Brothers needs to take a long enough time between getting it out of their theaters. And then putting it on. If they do I mean, it will be on streaming.
It will be. Come on.
Yeah, of course. Come on.
Yeah. That's
what movie has never been streamed.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah. He's wild. Get him.
Spider-Man movies. Good luck looking for those.
They're on streaming services.
You can find them, bro. I was watching it on TV, which means it's
where would you watch? Where would you watch a Spider-Man movie right now?
I was just watching Far From Home.
It's on Hulu.
TV. Bro, like I said, cable television has on demand for free. You can watch it there.
Bro, look what it says right here.
It just has commercials.
What is that?
You can't see it, but
yeah.
It says Hulu. Yeah, I see it. Yeah.
What is that? What Spider-Man is that?
Far From Home. It's on Hulu.
That's part 2. That's on Hulu?
Yes.
Subscription service though, right? So you have to pay for.
Yeah, but that's what I'm talking about. I'm gonna pay for it. Whatever.
I didn't know Hulu had fucking Spider-Man. That's crazy.
Live sports.
Yeah. Oh, we got a Hulu guy here. Live sports. Okay.
Oh, so he ain't know Hulu had live sports.
And this is the last thing I want to talk about, guys, when it comes to like movies and TV.
Yo,
can I tell you, I am so hyped for Moon Knight.
Yo, that shit looks awesome. Bro,
when I say, go ahead.
It looks like the best. I feel like this is the best promo we've seen for any Disney show yet. I'm gonna say.
Nice.
I think the story's gonna be great, and I think it's gonna be for even though most of it's for the adults, but this one, bro, it's just when I say sign me up, I want to say that 1,000 times because I've been so down on Marvel after Avengers, right? I was like, yo, I'm done, man. I already invested 10 years of my life, man. I'm phase 4. Leave that for the young boys, man. I'm out, right? Then WandaVision drops. I'm like, all right, let me tune in. And, it piques my interest, gets me ready. What was the next one? Captain America, right? Winter Soldier.
That was the first
Falcon. No, I think Wanda was first, right?
Wanda was first.
I think Wanda was first.
Falcon Winter Soldier, then Loki.
Yeah. So then Falcon Winter Soldier was cool. I was like, all right, I'm in. Now Loki was like, holy shit, they building something here. They not fucking around. And now, Hawkeye was cool, and then you get the Spider-Man in there, and Spider-Man and once I saw that they were gonna tie in what happened in WandaVision to the new Doctor Strange movie, I was like, yo, they just get it.
Yeah, but Doctor Strange was supposed to be in WandaVision.
I heard that. Why do you think they took him out?
COVID.
Oh yeah, that was why?
More than likely, it's the only thing that makes sense.
And it probably had to do with they had to shuffle the movies around because they couldn't do anything. They wanted to drop the Black Widow first.
Yes.
And they said because it was going to have big implications. I guess it was a post-credit scene where you see Val.
Yeah.
So I guess that's what it had to do with, But it would have been really dope to see because you know what? Before then, WandaVision, we were speculating a lot of things. I feel like WandaVision, you had to be there kind of because there was a lot of speculation going on in the weekly episodes. So
yeah, you're right.
You were like, yo, are we gonna see Benedict Cumberbatch, like a movie star, get on the show? Even though we already had Wanda and Vision, right? So like, the fact that we get to Loki and we see the next big bag kind of debut, that's huge.
That was huge. He said no. He said the next big bad. Yeah. Oh, my bad. I thought you were checking. My bad. I'm tripping. Yeah. So I think that was dope. And then now we see this trailer, and bruh, I'm all in. I like this show. Looks amazing. And you got Oscar Isaac's big fan.
Fuckers been in everything now. With pop culture.
Did you rewatch Ex Machina?
I want to, man. It's been a while.
You should.
But yeah, I mean, like Oscar Isaac's been in that Star Wars.
Everything, bro. The only bad thing was what Apocalypse.
We don't break that shit.
That was funny. They brought that up. They're like, it's gonna be awkward if they, multiverse.
Yeah, I think we'll be all right.
That'll be funny though.
It would be funny if they do something with it, like they did with Deadpool, but that was Sony though. So
yeah. And to me, right, and this is the last thing I'll say, if you guys have any other points, I think it's going to be great that they got him because I'm such a fan of his work. And he's pretty much be playing like 3 different characters, right? Because, he has like these split personalities. And bro, he's going to crush it. He's going to crush it, man.
Yeah, it looks really good.
He's going to crush it. Sign me up.
Man, they're doing such a good job of, I had no idea. I didn't know anything much about Moonlight.
Me neither.
So it's like for the fact that they got like even you hype and we don't know what to expect.
But we know they know what they're doing, which is why we're excited.
Yeah. Exactly. Precisely.
Budget. Yeah, look at Disney's killing it, man. Yeah. Have you been watching Boba Fett?
I'm up to episode 3.
All right.
That's where we're at now. I think that's what the show is. I don't
know.
No.
It's episode 4. There's 4 episodes.
There's on 4, yeah.
I don't know how I like it.
Yeah, I'm gonna say this. I'm not gonna lie. I was midway through episode 1, and I looked over to my girl, and I was like, I'm kind of not in on it. Like, I'm not really.
I will say though that the story between
to her credit, she was like, "Nah, let's watch it. We watch Mandalorian, we watch all the Star Wars stuff." She's like, "Yo, let's ride it out." And I'm like, "All right." Episode 2, I'm like, what are we building to? That's what I'm trying to say. What are we building to?
I've actually texted Will too, and I was like, "Yo, honestly, I know for a fact, a week after, maybe 2 weeks after the show ends, I am gonna forget about it."
Yeah.
Nah, come on, bro. Y'all being so pessimistic. Let me say this. I'm for Rosa. Like, yo, you didn't like WandaVision at first. And JC,
this is
I'm surprised.
Very true. I forgot about that.
I hated WandaVision.
All I'm gonna say is like, yo, you weren't hyped. I feel like I don't know. I feel like I don't know. Maybe you could change your mind or whatever. But like, yo, I was hyped when I saw that they were showing what happened after that movie. You know, and I thought we were just as hyped. You know, I thought we was on the same page.
For WandaVision.
Boba Fett, what happened between like when he got ate
after
by that thing, and when he popped up on Mandalorian.
Yeah.
And I think it's just it's just showing we're seeing the past and the present is pretty dope. And
but you get more past than you get present. And that's kind of okay. So after how he survived the Sarlacc pit was like one of the biggest things. We're like, how the fuck is this motherfucker alive?
Like, for me, it was one of those things, and I'll let you get on your point, JC. It was like, is this George Lucas just trying to like, not George Lucas, but like them trying to make up for, because so many fans were like, yo, fam, what happened to him? Like, he just died, and like there wasn't even like a, I don't know, man. I don't know.
The thing I loved about Boba is Boba was so cool in like the original trilogy that he barely said a word. He was just a cool bounty hunter motherfucker that you knew. But the thing is that like the biggest core base or people who read like Star Wars comics knew who the fuck he was, knew he was the most dangerous bounty hunter in the galaxy. And anytime he was on screen, they're like, yo, that's fucking Boba Fett. But he never really said any words. And you're like, how the fuck did this character become such a cult classic character to such a huge core base? Now, after he gets killed in Return of the Jedi, you're like, what the fuck? And then he comes back in Mandalorian, and you're like, oh shit, Boba's alive. And then they explain, I will say this straight up, him training with the Tusken Raiders was fucking awesome. I really thought that was cool. I thought that was dope as shit. Cool. I didn't think I would like it at first because there's no communication.
That train scene was dope.
Yeah, the train, that shit was dope as hell. And I'm like,
I think I told you, JC, like, yo, the fact that it was a really good episode and they didn't say much for more than half of the episode is really good. Yo, it shot really well, really good quality. Like, you know, it still might not rival like HBO's best shows, but Disney's doing their thing.
No, I think you could I think what we're seeing in Moon Knight. I think it's up. The thing is, with HBO, it's just different because it's more like
they got deeper pockets.
HBO's a beast.
Yeah, and I don't even think it's deeper pockets. I think it's just a more mature audience, right? Like,
right.
you know what I mean? Like with the shows, HBO just gets it. You know what I mean? I'm always in on any HBO show except for Euphoria. Not my style, man.
Wait, did you watch Watchmen?
Like it?
Euphoria is a little. It's just too. It's. Well, after I watched like the first 2 episodes of Euphoria, I was like, yeah, this show is not for me. I'm too old. I don't want to see high school students doing drugs and maybe it's the old parent in me, man. Like I was just like, yeah, I'm cool, man. They in here fucking and just doing all types of wild drugs at 16, 17. I'm out, man. I'm cool. I'm cool off that. But I hear it's well done. Like I hear it's really good, like writing and stuff. Yeah. But it's not for me. But HBO, I think HBO. To your point right now, there's really no rivals for HBO. Maybe Netflix is up and coming.
No, it doesn't hold the same weight as an HBO well-produced
show
drama.
But Watchmen was really cool. They had a good series on HBO.
Oh yeah, I watched Watchmen. Yeah, Watchmen was cool.
Really good series.
Yeah, that was dope. I mean, they HBO just does it. They know how to do it, man. They're not fucking around, man.
And look, they said that they I forgot who it was. Somebody was talking about working for HBO. They're like, yo, I finished the show and I thought I was done. And HBO was like, yeah, just let me know when you're ready to shoot something else. Like, look at the homie Danny McBride, boys pumping out the show.
Gemstone's my shit.
Yeah,
Gemstone's my shit. You don't watch not even season 1?
No, not even.
You don't watch Gemstones,
bro? We talked about this all the time.
Eastbound and Down, Vice Principals. I'm gonna say I like Eastbound and Down the most.
Oh, Eastbound and Down's classic, number one.
Yeah, it's 100%.
I'm not sure if I finished Vice Principals now. I think about it.
It was okay. Vice Principals okay, but it had its moments.
They brought in a tiger at some point.
Yeah, Eastbound and Down. I mean, that's all time. Man.
That's Jody Hill. That's Jody Hill and Danny McBride's baby right there. And Will Ferrell also wrote half of the show.
And then now you got the new show that Danny McBride's gonna be in. No, I'm sorry, John C. Reilly, the Laker joint.
Oh,
yeah.
That's gonna be fire.
Yeah, that's gonna be dope. That's definitely gonna be dope. Yo, boys, man, slow week this week, man. Slow week. Yeah, there's no fights this week.
Yes.
I thought there was supposed to be a fight card this week, JC.
Nah, I would have known about it.
Right? No, but I feel like we were talking about it though.
Nah. Like, you said Islam, and I think that's next week.
Yeah. No. Next week is freaking these guys. We'll talk about it next week. But next week is Hermanson and Strickland. But in 2 weeks' time, the 12th, we got Izzy Whitaker.
And this is me coming back from LA.
You come back that Saturday?
I'll come back that Saturday. Literally.
Morning or night?
No, we talked about it on the last podcast. I arrive at 7.
7. All right.
And that means, I take an Uber because I arrive at LaGuardia. So it's like right over the bridge.
Yep. I mean, the fight card's at 10, so you good,
Yeah.
Well, that's this fight because we got Izzy versus Whitaker. Then we got Derek Lewis versus your boy Tai Tuivasa, the Shoey boy.
Bam.
That fight is gonna be that's gonna be a 1-round, 2-round fight, guaranteed. And then we got. I mean, it's early, but I'm probably gonna go. I know Derek Lewis is your boy, Will, but I think Tai.
I'm going Bam too.
I think Tai. He's gonna have to shoot. Although, I mean, Derek Lewis, man, he knockout power whenever, man. But
one hit.
That's all it takes.
So that was gonna be a fun one to watch. Maybe we'll get up for that. Maybe we'll let JC, fly in if he don't go to sleep, man. Maybe I don't know.
Jet lag.
Yeah, it's gonna kill you. It's gonna kill you.
Nah. I'll be up. We got Derek Brunson, Cannonier.
That's a big fight card. That's a big fight card.
Yeah,
that's a big fight card.
It's a great one.
In 2 weeks, and we'll talk about it.
And then the Super Bowl the next day.
No. Oh yeah. No.
Yes.
Super Bowl next day. Wow.
Yep. Yeah, that weekend's
that's a big weekend.
That's a big weekend.
That's a great fucking weekend.
Oh yeah, man. We probably have to do something for that.
Yeah, we might have to, dog.
Yeah, we might have to. We might have to, man. Yo, Will, brother, we gotta appreciate you for showing up today, man. Second guest. Man, JC's pointing out the socials. We appreciate you, Will. Open invitation, brother. Whenever you want to show up.
Please do.
And Floor, man, we would love to get your takes, man. We love that you became an MMA fan, man. Appreciate that, man.
Thanks y'all for the pod, Goes hand in hand.
It goes hand in hand, man. This is what we do. JC's getting the what is that? You got your guard up, you got your hands up. Everybody out there, we appreciate you guys, appreciate the love. JC already pointed the socials. Thanks for Will showing up. Make sure you click play and always remember, keep your hands up.